Hey Cancer, this is your reading for the month of May for 2021. So what I got for you guys, or the way I like to do this is I start with the vision that I got during my meditation time, and then from there I go to tarot cards and then oracle cards. Oracle cards from there is guided. It is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. And yeah, so I'm like trying to think straight. So as far as the vision I got for you, it was like in a, can't tell for sure. It kind of was. It seemed like one of those fountains, and it's not necessarily you, or it could just be, the concept or the concept of it. But in a fountain, like walking around in a fountain, splashing around, literally like having fun. I think laughing and splashing around. In like one of those penny, or not penny, but the fountains that people throw pennies in and stuff. And it's a fountain, like there's water coming down into it. It's not just like a little bit. No, there's like water trickling everywhere, coming out from like up high. I don't know. It's this like elaborate fountain. And it's just like running around, laughing and splashing in it and playing in it. And it was that concept. So let's get into the tarot, because yeah, it was kind of vague, but we'll see what it shows. I mean, some of you that may be, because water's intuitive, emotional. So some of it may be literally like you're diving in and you're doing inner healing and you're, digging into stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It could be other things as well. So let's just go from here and see. Oh my gosh, hold on. I totally just like put these in here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, Spirit, God, Universe, what message do you have for Cancer? Gosh, I hope I said Cancer in the beginning of the video. Okay, what message do you have for Cancer for the month of May? Especially in regards to the vision so far. What message does Cancer need to hear for the month of May? This is the Crystal Visions Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. I mean, I don't use it that often anymore. It's one of my first decks, but I still like it. It has a really good energy too. What message do you have for Cancer for the month of May? You know what? There we go. I just saw it. Did not need to have that in there. And I don't do reversals, so it doesn't really matter if things end up being reversed or not. Let's do 3. High Priestess, 3 of Pentacles, and the World card. So I'll show you this. There's the High Priestess, the 3 of Pentacles, and the World card. So generally the High Priestess is like, it's kind of intuitive, balancing intuitive and logical knowledge, but it's also knowing when to use what. So it's like, it's having that wisdom in that sense. Yeah, because she's standing on the moon, which I mean in this sense is like a logic situation, I guess. But then she's got this light radiating from her and all the butterflies, so she's like giving off this energy. But it can be like a teacher, a counselor energy. But in general, it's intuitive and connecting with yourself and having that ability, that energy. Three of Pentacles. This card is always so different for me compared to how it normally is. Three of Pentacles is, I mean, let's see. A lot of times it can be business, material, financial matters, but it's kind of like you're working with someone, but it's like coming to a place to where, you know, it's a community situation now. Now it's not just your idea and it's not just you, you know, putting it, you know, gathering how to do it, but literally you're starting to put it out there and share it with others. So it's that kind of element. And then the World is just everything coming together. The spiritual, everything. In some ways, it's also a matter of like, it's a, not conclusion. I keep wanting to say conclusion, maybe. It's conclusion, yeah. But it's basically like everything coming together in its time and, you know, having that connection in yourself, that spiritual connection. But yeah, so, I mean, the World card, it's also a matter of, it's like with the Magician, you know, he has all this stuff available to him, the Pentacles, the Wands, and the Swords, and Cups. So the World card's almost like the completion of that cycle. So everything everything you've worked with, you know, now everything's coming together and it's completing. But a lot of times there is like a spiritual element to it where it's like in that completion, you've kind of come full circle in yourself and you've grown in yourself as well. But one thing I do see, I'm trying to see this. I feel like for some of you, normally the Three of Pentacles is a connection, not connection, but a teamwork, like I said, teamwork, working together, you know, it's a collaboration, you know, you learn from each other and all that. But there is a separate element in this card, in this deck, in this card, or I mean, in this card, in this deck, sorry. And I feel like for some of you, it's like, it's almost like it's two sides. Like this is what happens together. It's like one person's logical and one person's logical and one person's intuitive and following intuition. And so it's like, it's funny too, because there's the bird right there and then there's the butterflies there and butterflies here. So it's like, there's always energy coming to, I mean, it's not the same person, but I feel like it symbolizes kind of like that part, at least that energy. There's energy coming to this person. I'm trying to feel, is this you? So for some of you, this is you and this is another person you're working with, you're dealing with. It could be in a business situation, it could be a partnership, you know, just relational in general. But also some of you are coming together in yourself and learning to work together in yourself and build and finish the cycle in yourself, kind of embracing parts of yourself, which is similar to the reading. Who was it that got that reading? Oh no. Okay, I don't remember, but another sign. There was another sign. I did the reading recently, the other day, and they kind of had something similar where they're working on themselves, so you might have that other placement as well. But it's interesting because she's working with the Pentacles there, and he's working on that, and then I really feel like this is a contemplation situation. Like, you know, like if this is an individual two people thing, like not individual, but as if this is a two-person thing, or even if this is two sides of yourself, you know the benefit that comes in this with this side. It's just, you know that sometimes you go into kind of what seems like to others a hermit mode while you're accessing that, while you're working on this area, while you're coming to that place. But the thing is with the Three of Pentacles situation, you're supposed to connect with others. So some of you may be dealing with a situation where you're doing what comes natural to you or what works for you in terms of that energy and pulling from that. But to other people, it looks like you're being a hermit. And then in a Three of Pentacles situation, when you're supposed to be working together, it might kind of almost look like you might be leaving them in the cold, or you're not communicating and things like that. Not because you actually aren't, but just because that's the energy giving off, because you're not focusing so much on how can we work together, but rather let me build my part of this. And it's like, it's almost like an individual work together, but on two different things, individual things. So some of you guys might be learning how to change that up and not be like that, but some of you guys are also learning to embrace that, embrace the other person that works this way and embrace this person, and vice versa. Also with these readings, it's, you know, I pull your energy, you know, this reading's for Cancer, I pull your energy, Cancer, but I might be feeling some of the energy off of the person you're dealing with. So, you know, it could be switched around where this is the other person and this is you. But either way, it's like all together in the end, she has like full, like she's sitting on the world. So she's like, you know, on the earth, like her feet on the ground type thing. But then she's also like in the spiritual realm. So she's able to bring it down, if that makes sense. Like she's able to bring that spiritual place, that, you know, she's able to access that even where she is. Almost like how she does it too. So it's like, I really feel like this is a good thing for you guys. I'm trying to think, should I pull more? I don't usually pull more. You know what? Let's try to clarify. Or okay, wait. So as far as the vision for you guys, you know, splashing around and playing in this fountain. So, and that's the thing too, when you're splashing around and playing in a fountain, like it's almost like a kid. Like a kid's like going crazy, you know, playing with something or whatever. And like a little kid, and like it's so hard to get their attention sometimes because they're in their own world. So it's like you might be in this good place working on this, but it's like you might be kind of hard to reach and hard to connect with because it might feel like you're in your own world. I just feel like that's a lot of what you're dealing with. And some of you, this is a relational thing. Some of you, it can be the way you're dealing with something in a relationship. There's another group of you that you've come with this energy, and that's where you're working on this Three of Pentacles. You're trying to bring this and connect it to other people, but you have people that seem like really down. This is a totally different group, but totally kind of down. So it's like you're bringing this light energy, this good energy, and it's really hard to vibe with it. Not so much a vibe with it, but it just feels like it's going on flat ears or deaf ears, if that makes sense. Like this energy, this love, this vibration you're bringing out. But in the end, it's like you're still, your path is to stay true to yourself and keep shining for yourself. Not for yourself, but you know, in this path, shining your light basically. And it's like, and it's not just going to be you. Like maybe you'll be an example that if they don't receive it right now, they'll see it later. It's almost like this is like, I feel like the bird is like, it's like a seed's being planted and the bird's almost like a spirit guide or something, or like, you know, just a spiritual teacher that's gonna like remind them, oh yeah, remember this and remember that when you saw how they were like this and how amazing they were to you, and you know, that type of thing. So even if something's not being received right now, if you're this other group that I'm talking to, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be received right now. You just keep doing you keep with this energy, this wisdom, and everything will come around in the end, and everything will, at least, you know, it'll be for the best in the end. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll have to work together with you guys. It's just this project or this thing or your path, everything is going to be in a completion mode. You'll just have integrity with your path and what you are in this moment. Okay, I think that gave a little bit more clarity. Okay, let's go ahead and see though what's on the bottom of this deck. So what is this all about, Spirit, God, Universe? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so Eight of Pentacles is about enjoying your moment, enjoying the time. It's a diligent hard worker, but it's like taking it in, like really taking in the moment, you know, being detail oriented, but really kind of enjoying it. Like she's like enjoying the being really attentive to all the details and like almost not nurturing, but almost nurturing the project she's working on. So it's like, and again, Pentacles. So a lot of you, this could be a business situation, or even just how you handle finances or material matters. And you're just supposed to keep enjoying through. And if this is, for those of you that this is a situation where this is in yourself, you know, you're enjoying through and you're learning, you know, the different aspects that you can take. You can do this or you can do this. And then for those of you that this is a situation where, trying to remember all the different situations I said. Oh yeah, where you're doing this and it seems like you're enjoying your time or whatever, but it might feel to others like you're, you know, going in hermit mode because you're hard to reach and you're hard to connect. You're just supposed to continue doing you. That's part of their life lesson. I mean, obviously communicate as needed, communicate, you know, and speak up, and, you know, don't be cruel in that matter or whatever. But if you feel called to go inward and to delve inward in these areas and shed that light in this stuff and shed that wisdom and all that stuff, go for it. You know, sometimes it's going to be hard to reach you because you are kind of operating on a different plane, on a different level than them. And that's okay. You just keep being loving through it. You know, be kind. Just spread your light. But part of your light is your joy in what you're doing. The more it's shown how much joy you have in what you're doing, that is an inspiration for them to be like, okay, why do I look so upset? Why am I so upset? Why am I so sad? Like maybe I'm feeling uncomfortable that I'm not able to connect because I'm insecure in that area. And maybe this is something in myself that I need to actually develop in myself. You know, like just focus on you, keep doing you, enjoy the moment, enjoy the work you're doing. You know, it's a hard working situation, not hard working, but it's a hard, diligent working situation. Okay, wait, no, that's it's a working situation where you're being a hard worker. And so it's going good for you though, it seems like. And the main thing is enjoy, like get in that water, splash around. And that's the thing too, is it's like, this is all pentacles and stuff. And the way that looked of the vision, it looked kind of like one of those like coin fountains. So in some ways it could be like, okay, what are you doing splashing around? Why are you doing this? Like, you know what I mean? Like you understand more what you can not get away with, but energetically get away with and energetically like focus on than sometimes other people. Like there might be other people more like by the book, like, okay, this needs to be done this time. This needs to be done this time. And you're like, no, you know, like you can feel in your intuition, you can feel guided. Okay, you can take a break now. Oh, you can work on this. And that's kind of more the way you operate. And so it's just a matter of continuing doing what you're doing, making sure you have integrity in your work and you are doing good work. But yeah, and communicating. I mean, obviously be a good team player. But if other people aren't on your level vibration wise, that's not on you. You know, just keep being a light. Oh my gosh, oops, I didn't mean to open it on this side. And then I felt drawn to use Oracle of Vision. So this is Crystal Visions Tarot, and it's like well used because I love this deck. And then this is Oracle of Visions. It's a mini deck, the Oracle of Visions. But I use a lot of mini decks because I have small hands, so it works for me. Yeah, there we go. Spirit Guide Universe, what message do you have for Cancer for the month of May, especially in regards to the message, so far, and the vision so far? What message do you have for Cancer for the month of May in regards to the vision and message so far? So what do you have for Cancer? Hold on, I feel like there's something to sit with here for a second. See how she's got like the wings here, and then there's this, and I told you like it's like this is like a spiritual teacher. some of you, the spiritual teaching is literally going to be memory of that version of you. Like, I feel like this is symbolic of you, kind of. So it's like, while you're in this place, it's like that energy of this is both sides is right here. So it's like, you're like almost able to go into all the realms. It's almost like, it's like the water, like I said. Like, you know, we might be, you know, on the ground, land, everything, walking around, you know, feet on the ground, whatever. But you're literally like in the pond or, you know, whatever, fountain, and jumping around. So it's like, you're very familiar with that other realm. And you feel secure in it. You feel like you have authority there. So it's not like a matter of like, oh, you go there, visit, but you're, you know, weary. No. You have authority there. So you have authority to be able to have the faith and have the, some of you guys, voice, some of you guys, to be able to spread that in that way. It's almost like a songbird, like a bird, you know, sings everything. So some of you guys, it's literally like you're speaking it out. Maybe some of you may be singing as well. Like maybe like you sing when you do work, you know, and you just like light up the place. Like that's kind of what I see. And it's funny too though, because these are like angel wings or, you know, wings like that. And these are butterflies, but either way, they're all like flying creatures. So it's like always like that element of you can fly, even though, you know, you might be human, even this, like you're able to visit that realm. You're able to visit that, just kind of like the water too, like in the vision. Spirit God, universe, what message do you have for Cancer for the month of May? It's like hard sometimes to cut, like they don't come out. Okay, let's go with this one. There you go. Yeah, looking at it's almost like looking at castle. I mean, I don't know if it's castle, but whatever. Like in the sky, you're connected in the sky. You're not connected on this realm. I mean, you are connected on this realm, but you're not limited to it. And even this is like in the water and everything. And it's like you're looking at that and like the light shows through. And other people might look at that and they might not see light showing through. They might not see the hope in there. They might not see it as a possibility. But you literally see that as that's a destination. Like that's a way to go. It's funny too because she's got the blue dress here and the blue dress here too. And it's like that's kind of what that's embodying, is like when you go into that mode, that high priestess mode, like you're able to see both sides of things. And you're able to see this as an actual possibility, not just a dream. And that's part of the thing. That's part of the, sometimes some of you are having trouble with, is with other people, because other people are only seeing what they can deal with at that moment. And some of them are getting down about it. But you know, you can see all of the things, and sometimes that might be heavy for you. Like sometimes it might feel like not a burden, but like kind of like an emotional, like a empathic weight to like have this energy like this. Some of you, not all of you. And that's why, you know, you're in this and you're bringing this light and everything, because you know you're not limited just to everything that the people around you see. So I hope that resonates for you guys. Let me know in the comments what does and what doesn't. You know, like, comment, subscribe. And if you already have subscribed, thank you. That totally helps my channel grow. And if not, I suggest you do, because also I'm going to be doing a lot more pick-a-pile readings. I've been putting a lot more content out there. That way you won't miss any of my content. And also, I'll put the decks in the description below. The decks I used, I'll put those in there. And then I'll also put a, because this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. I'll put a, what is it? I'll put a link to a website, a free website, where you can look up the rest of your chart, your birth chart. That way you can see, you know, if there's other signs and other readings you should check out, you know, that you might be called to look into and see if it resonates. I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but yeah, this is a general reading. So, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. But ultimately, my intention is that this helps you, this guides you. But that you get it, you see it right when you're supposed to. So it's May. This is for May. If you see this like May, June or July, you know, then maybe that's when you're supposed to, you know, because even if you might be dealing with this in May, or even if this is the energies coming in, like it might not fully solidify and show itself right away. Or sometimes there's situations where you might get this message, but you're not ready to hear it, or you're not able to hear it and understand it the way that you need to until a little bit later. So my intention is that, you know, the seed is planted and you remember it or connect with it right when you're supposed to. No sooner, no later, all that good stuff. But yeah, I will see you next time.